Hi there, Warhammer 40k Gamer here, and this will be a technical re-upload for Lucid Shiloh, and that's because of Jar, aka Just a Robot, aka lost a tin boy of narcissism in his squeak brain head. And that is because lost tin boy of narcissism squeak brain decided to falsely take down the video from Lucid Shiloh. And here's the video of him responding to the situation, so you can watch his video either in description or at the end screen, so you can understand what went down. So now let us proceed to the video from Lucid Shiloh.
Hey guys, Lucid here. Now today, we're going to be visiting a dead channel. So of course, I had to take the liberty to put on my Plague Doctor mask so I can step into this shithole we call a channel. No, I put this video back for a few months, mostly because of Betty, and a lot of dumb shit happened. So this has been a long-awaited video that you guys have been waiting for. I'm making sure that this video is gonna... Stop. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Can't breathe with that fucking thing on. This is the longer-awaited Just a Robot video. So please, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Maybe I do have sexual interest in Cindy. I mean, I'm a straight guy, come on. But I do not want to silence a black man.
Menaces. Right here, this has been a long time coming. To be honest with you, this is more personal type of project I've been working on. This right here has been a channel that I actually was subscribed to way back in 2015. Way back. And, well, if you guys are longtime fans of this channel, you would already know. Well, Lucid, didn't you already make a video on this? Well, you're correct. But a lot of things has happened between that video over a year ago and all the way till now. A lot of bullshit that has happened between then and now. And let me just say, this is a long time coming. But this has been a big journey of mine to actually get back to my roots of this channel, which is what happens when a villain meets a worse villain. And this is the only type of compliment I can give this cocksucker right here. He is a villain, but one of those measly Saturday morning cartoon villains and not someone like Palpatine like he thinks he is. Ladies and gentlemen, right here is a nigga named Luke Manley. Luke bitch ass Manley. AKA Just a Robot. Before you ask, yeah, that was filmed months ago. And yes, lost a lot of weight. Yes, I got rid of that fucking jacket. I think the mask too. I don't know. Yes, that was filmed months ago. Just get clear that out there. Hello, motherfuckers. Today is the day. This is the video everyone has been waiting for. And as you can see, I am more jittery than I normally am right now. You can say that my ADHD is going through the roof right now because finally comes the video where I bury Just a Robot. So before we get into it, before we really get into it, I just want to do this right. I want to get it right for you guys. So let's bring everything back the real Lucid Shiloh way. Oh, it's still good. Jacket's a little bit bigger on me though, but I can make it work. This is something else. All right, let's get into it. So let's start with this: the failure to comprehend. Luke, I get it. Everyone's gonna always talk about the Cindy Bear, and it should always stay on top of the list of fuck-ups that Luke has done. But here's the thing, Luke. You keep revising the whole Cindy situation as much times as you want, right? But the truth is, you defended a groomer. You defended a pedophile. See, every time you bring up the Cindy situation, depending on who asks you, you try to put at least a teeny bit of defense for Cindy, but still say she's a groomer, but tried to say that she wasn't a predator. That was the last time I checked because you always change the fucking story.
But look, Cindy was shown and proven to be a child predator. She was. She literally had someone roleplay a comic. Like, people like you, you're the same type of people that would defend R. Kelly. You're the same type of people that would defend anybody who goes after children. Wake up, Luke. Human logic 101. Any person, doesn't matter the gender or sexual orientation, any person who is an adult who chases after a little kid is a pedophile. That is law. That is the truth. I don't know how you can't understand the concept, but it is. So Luke, with you trying to move channels and then going back and forth with what you're trying to do, Luke, you ended your career. Your time on YouTube, you ended it. It was over. It was actually over. But here's the list of reasons what made me want to actually do the video. Let me start off with the actual big main reason outside of Cindy Bear and everything else. You're a racist, Luke. It's about time another person of my culture should tell you this. You're racist. So for people who want to get context behind this, right? Jar, when he was making a comeback to YouTube, he was uploading small reviews on his channel, either shorts or small videos, to at least test the waters to see if it was okay to come back. This is before he took down the original apology video and then uploaded the new shitty apology video. So one of those videos he decided to make was a review of American History X. Whoever's watching this video, dear viewer, you might be saying, "Oh, Lucid, it was American History X. It's a review. Anyone can review that movie." Yes, you're right. But the problem is, Jar decided to have his thumbnail and his OC to be drawn like Edward Norton's character from American History X. Everybody in their mama knows that Edward Norton character was supposed to be a neo-Nazi. For a man who gets mad at everyone who says that he's a racist and hit him with the racist allegations, Luke, you're never beating the allegations. And then on top of that, the beginning of the video was this. I love Nestle Crunch. Hold up. I get it. I was told that it was his editor that actually put it in there, but the fact that he was okay with him being drawn like that, represented like that, and the fact that he was okay with that beginning, and the fact that he has in the past posed as a black man, and I'm not pulling this out of my yellow Twinkie colored ass. Jar, you tried to be black. You pretended to be black before you showed your face to the world. You actually tried to pretend you were black because I was a fan. I saw the videos back in the day. Now, most of them are taken down, so some of these are actually archived so people can actually be able to re-upload it, but others, they were taken down. Now, Jar's whole defense where he tries to say he's not racist because he has a black roommate. Dreadlock, can I talk to you real quick? Hey, Dread. You're wondering why I'm talking about you in this part of the video. And it's simple. I want to talk to you man to man. African American to African American. I don't know if you still live with Luke, but when you did, the fact that you were able to enable his behavior, especially with all the racial jokes, really tells me a lot about you. Never once did it occur to you to pull him to the side and say, "Hey, Luke, chill out. Luke, taking a step too far." Or, "Luke, if you want to say those jokes, let's keep it between you and me, because I don't think people like your form of jokes." You never once had that conversation with him. Or if you did, he didn't give a fuck. The fact that a lot of people in the art commentary community knows about you and knows that the reason why Luke says all this fucked up shit about black people is because you're okay with it, tells me exactly what you are. You're not black.
You're a coon. Tap dancing Negro. It doesn't change who you are. You're still a nigga at the end of the day. You look yourself in the mirror, you're still black. Tug at your dreadlocks, still got black hair, black hands, fingernails. And you still got all the racial struggles that we got to deal with on a daily basis. You're a fucking clown. And I'm holding you accountable because I feel like a lot of people just go at Jar. And of course, he's the main person to go at because, yeah, he's still done all the mistakes and all the fuck ups he likes to do. So, of course, everyone has to hold him to the fire. But they should also hold you and his idiotic girlfriend to the fire, too. Because you guys actually live with him or you are physically around him IRL. So you know how he acts. Y'all don't hold him accountable. Y'all just let him rip and run and get himself into trouble. That tells me a lot about you. And because of that, I haven't done this in a long time. But instead of saying a virtual belt, I got a real one. So, for count 1 to 100 of unbecoming a black man, I sentence you to 1,000 lashes.
I'm being called racist because I said something racist.
Come on, sister. You're talking to the racism king over here.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that it's crazy how me being a fan for Jar for so many years, it's the fact that a lot of his rant videos, he pros himself as the hero when in reality, he was the villain. In a lot of situations, he was the villain, but it was just posed in a way where he was actually the hero. But here's another thing. Luke likes to bully people behind the scenes. Now, let's actually put this for example, Team Moss Boss. Now, for people who actually don't know, people who don't care about Jar, let me give you a little bit of lore. Team Moss Boss was a reaction channel way back in the day when reaction channels actually were the wave on YouTube. Now, Jar had a series where he would go against reaction channels, talk about reaction channels, and Team Moss Boss was at the top of his hate list. And Jar never let Team Moss Boss go. Didn't matter how many views Team Moss Boss was losing. It didn't matter how many subscribers Team Moss Boss was losing. Jar kept kicking him while he was down. Even when he made videos where he said that, and I quote, this was the last Team Moss Boss video. Kept going. Even to the point that when the Cine Bear situation happened, Jar actually was planning to make another Team Moss Boss video when the dude had no fight in the game. Just roll the clip.
Your reviews. And only that.
Quick question. I do have one drama video that is all finished, and I was thinking of just making it a Patreon exclusive. Do you think I should do that?
No. What's the topic?
Team Moss Boss.
Jar, that dude has no power. His channel's dead. Screw him!
I know, it's just, he made multiple videos accusing me of being a pedo over an EDP short I've uploaded, which was a segment from the Spockter video.
I'm aware, and frankly, some of the things you said in other videos, Jar, like, so dog. What you said in that call with Cine, like, why did you even do a video on Spockter?
Now, another thing I do want to talk about is the simple fact that the common theme about Jar is the fact that a lot of people in his circle, rather people that used to be friends with him or people that are currently friends with him, a lot of them enable his behavior and just chalk it up to Jar being Jar, but that's bullshit. I feel like the Cine Bear situation should not have been the cherry on top, especially with all these other people that are making documentary videos about Jar and talking about other smaller situations before the Cine Bear situation. Hell, even before the VidCon situation, I feel like a lot of those people who could have looked at Jar and be like, yo, you're being very negative,
or whatnot, or you're doing bad things, could have stopped this. And on the top of that list is definitely Lyle Convoy. Yeah, good that Lyle is doing his due diligence and holding Jar accountable anytime Jar says something stupid, but I really feel like back then when Lyle and Jar were good friends, Lyle should have done this soon enough, or he should have actually known that Jar was a very problematic person. Instead of just chalking up to Jar being Jar, a lot of things could have been easily prevented, and I really feel strongly about that. Now, I'm not saying hold another grown man's hand and tell him every little thing of what to do and what not to do. I'm just saying when someone fucks up, you're supposed to hold them accountable. It just feels like Lyle didn't do that back in the day until he got in trouble for his personal drama, and then Jar got in trouble for their drama, and as a whole rock is a back and forth. But we'll get to the other motherfucker later. Ugh. But yeah, that's the thing I commonly have been seeing doing my research on Jar, is that a lot of these situations easily could have been avoided, and Jar could have been called out for a lot more things way before VidCon, way before Cine. But it just feels like the people who could have done it instead just sat down and just lollygagged until they got backstabbed. The only pass I can give is to the small art commentary community YouTubers, or the other YouTubers who generally just didn't want to say Jar's name because they knew his reputation and his obsession over people would have been a big annoyance to them. That's the only pass I can give them, because I'm gonna be honest, if I was in a situation where a motherfucker would obsess over me, if I said something about them, even if it's a small amount of criticism, I would stay quiet too. I wouldn't want the headache too. So that's the only people I can give a pass to not being on Jar's case all the time, because if you really look back on all these videos and the commentary and the documentaries, Jar has had a reputation for obsessing over YouTubers and constantly waiting until those YouTubers get into some type of drama or some type of beef, and the moment that happens, Jar automatically makes a video about it because he's simply just waiting. It's literally documented, it's literally said by Jar, it's literally been said by other people.
Even if you guys take it down, well, it still happened. People remember it. Maybe I could respond to it, but how much hate would you and Linlin get if I did that? To give you some perspective, I responded to Doodle Tones roughly over half a decade ago. I was a little guy back then. She's still receiving harassment to this day.
Now, another thing that people have to actually know about Jar, which is actually proven, even I got into a conversation with T-Moss Boss before. T-Moss Boss literally told me that Jar has this tendency to where if you make any video, literally any video on him, even it could be a little bit of constructive criticism or it could be downright verbal bashing, Jar will hate you for the rest of his life, and he will find any type of opportunity to talk shit about you until the cows come home and until the earth is gone. For a dude who tries so hard to pretend that he has his moral high ground, he's above all his haters, he's this, he's that, you are really sensitive, Jar. And it's the fact that there's a lot of videos where Jar literally said, even in June the King video, Jar was literally talking about possibly looking at all of his hate videos. If it wasn't June the King, it was some other video. But there's times where Jar actually talks about looking at hate videos regardless of the view. Jar, I dare you to fucking obsess over me, because the difference between you and me, Luke, is the fact that I will literally continue to live a normal fucking life while you will think of me in your head for the rest of yours. Just saying. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a quick intermission break. So this is why we're switching things up for a little bit. Especially I want to talk about this next topic in the video. So for everyone who really is knee deep into the Jar culture, since he is now considered a locale, people know about the VidCon 2023 situation, especially the whole thing with Mally Malware. I wanted to talk about a certain part of the Mally Malware situation. And again, for people who don't know, Mally Malware she is a commentary YouTuber that Jar did have an interaction with in 2023. And let's just say their interaction was not really professional. So what I wanted to talk about is Jar doesn't want to admit it, or he doesn't want to face it. But in their DMs, when Jar asked Mally to come back to his hotel room with him for drinks, he is very shoddy on what he meant by that, but I'm just going to tell it how it is. And a lot of people really don't say it how it is, but I will.
Luke, you wanted to fuck Mally. It's clearly obvious you wanted to. Every man knows what come back to my hotel room for drinks mean. Luke, I'm a grown ass man with a dick and balls. Everybody knows what the fuck that means. You wanted to fuck. She said no. She wanted to hang out with her friends. You kept trying to find ways to run into her. And then you said the most infamous shit ever, which was the infamous, "You got nowhere to run and I have a gun" comment. You're a fucking idiot, and I feel like every time I say it, it loses more meaning when I talk about you in this video, and I can't even come up with different words to describe how much of an idiot you are. But it's more disturbing because even the one thing I do like about taking pauses throughout this video while in the editing process is the fact that I discover more things about you that really does piss me the fuck off. In your second response video, in one of the most recent comments, someone did call you out on the way you talk to women. And them saying, hey, the comments, the jokes, the chicken jokes, the wanna see my cock jokes were bad and you should not have done it. Your response was this. Die tomorrow. It's niggas like you. My apologies, you're not black. It's crackers like you that really make it fucking hard for any type of dude to talk to a female, because you are the literal living walking nightmare that every female has about a man. You are an actual disturbed individual. See, a lot of people like to try to give you excuses that, okay, Jar is a little bit autistic, so he probably just doesn't understand things. No, you do understand things. But you rely on those people who keep enabling. Like I said earlier, enabling. You rely on those people to enable your behavior so much, you're willing to do more disturbing shit because people are going to defend you and try to save you. Now I understand why you can't hold a job. Now I understand why people really stay the fuck away from you. Because you don't care. That comment tells me everything I need to know. You don't care. You never cared. Even in your second response video when you said the most dumbest shit, which was, I'ma take things seriously for the first time in my life, means in the original apology, you didn't care. It just shows you never cared. Not the Mally situation, not the Cindy situation, especially not the Ponder situation, even though she got herself into that mess. You don't care. You have no morals. You are an evil fucking person. You really are. And anybody who calls you out, you obsess over those people. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. Nigga, I'm a quarter of a century year old. Yet I know more than you. I've experienced more than you. An amount of bullshit I deal with on a daily fucking basis, at least I can fucking have my shit together because it's life. But you don't care about human life. I would say I blame your parents, but I feel like your parents tried, but you don't care. And let's move on to the Vincent Martin part. Now, Vincent Martin's a new character in this Jar atmosphere, who is one of Jar's biggest dick riders. He just came out of nowhere, just dick riding Jar, trying to save him, and claimed that everyone was in a cabal, a coup to make Jar this patsy during the Cindy Bear situation. Vince, you really don't do much research in your videos.
or you really don't review parts of your video and try to re-record or take things out. You really don't do that, and it clearly shows, especially when you made a video about the Mally Manware situation and you victim blamed. Yet when you went on Opblock's channel, Opblock called you out that you did read the DMs.
Not because it's a retrospective. You're just wrong. You're just wrong. Why don't you pull up the timestamp of what you're speaking about, and we could discuss it?
Because I don't have to at the end of the day.
Okay, so you can't do it. Okay, interesting. So every time...
Yes, I'm not focused on that particular section.
Do you know what Jar actually said to Mally at VidCon? She's actually in the chat because she is constantly saying, I said no multiple times. So she fits the definition. Yes.
I saw those DMs, okay?
Okay, so
I read them.
So you just said that they weren't saying no hard enough.
That they weren't being direct. Like,
she did say no. She was being direct. So are you saying that she's lying?
She said don't do that. Yes, he was.
So don't do that is not a no?
Okay.
Don't do that is not a no?
Yes, it's a no.
So you're wrong. Okay, so you're wrong. Okay. So part of your narrative is incorrect.
You try to say Mally didn't say a strong enough no? Look at me, Vincent. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. She did. And you acknowledge that she did. Sick motherfuckers like you. I don't get monetized anyway, so I'll just say it. It's the fact that you victim blame to the point where, let's say, God forbid, let's say something did happen to Mally at VidCon. You would have victim blamed her and defended Jar because that's exactly how you were fucking moving. People who think like you would let anybody who SAs a female or male, anyone who SAs, SHs, you'll let any one of them get away just because you are fucking sick your damn self. You're fucking sick. Demented. It's the fact that you blatantly ignored on purpose. I don't know why, but you blatantly ignored the evidence. For what? And let's also talk about the obsession that Luke has for Jaden Animations. So for people who don't know, Jaden Animations is a very popular art YouTuber, which Jar has gone on the record for having a quote unquote crush on her. I don't give a damn if people are trying to say he was joking. No, it's getting to the point where he's not joking. It's the same exact dude who actually had NSFW art made of her OC. Something that she has gone on the record is saying that she does not like that being drawn of her. But Jar still did it. And even recently, in his most recent Internet Anarchist video, he decided to do this.
I'm starting to think Internet Anarchist feels the same way about Critical that I do about Jaden Animations.
Luke, this is not even fucking funny anymore. All right, this is the same exact person that you have had NSFW drawn of them, which is one of your biggest accusations that you did have outside of the Cindy Bear situation. One of the big things that was hurled against you was your obsession for Jaden Animations. You apologized for that multiple. You apologized for it multiple times. You're still making jokes about this. Jar, Luke, this is exactly why women really don't want to approach men in public or be approached by men in public. I don't know what goes through your head. I do not know why you keep thinking it's funny to make those jokes when there's already allegations and accusations put against you. I don't understand why you apologize for certain things that you have done, but then turn around and make jokes of those things like everyone's going to be laughing with you. No one is laughing with you. Like, one big thing I actually want to get out the way real quick. In both of Jar's apology videos, he did have this constant thing where he talked about how the accusations and allegations affected his girlfriend and how it really hurt his girlfriend. And I want to talk about this real quick, right? Here's some actual factoids.
The reason why everyone's constantly telling Jar and telling his girlfriend that he cheated is because of the joke he said about Cindy and the whole entire vibe that he was giving off with him and Cindy, especially with the comment, maybe I do have sexual interest in Cindy, I'm a straight guy, come on. When you say something like that, right? You make a joke like that, or you say anything of some type of flirtatious nature to anyone that is not your significant other. It does not matter if it's a heterosexual relationship or if it's a homosexual relationship. It does not matter. If you're saying anything that is flirtatious in nature to someone that's not your significant other, that is somewhat a form of cheating. Even if you guys do not go ahead and have sex, or even if you guys don't exchange any sexual material, it's the fact that you say something flirtatious and a little bit sexual in nature to someone that could be seen as cheating. Anybody else could look at that and say, yeah, that's definitely cheating. And that's the biggest reason why. Jar doesn't want to actually look at the reason why people are saying that. He just wants to assume people are just bullying him for it. Jar, now, because you said that thing about Jaden, it just proves exactly what the people were saying about you and Cindy, right? Whatever you got going on with your girlfriend, you really do not care about your girlfriend. I'm just going to say it, because if you really do care, you would not be making these type of innuendo jokes about other fucking females, because any other female, especially a female who has a backbone, would immediately leave you for that.
Now back to you, Vincent. What's so funny is Jar is going to betray you too. He has a history of doing that on YouTube. He has a literal history of doing that. Anybody that actually helps him, he'll turn around and betray them just because. That's what he's known for. Watch it, Vincent. Watch it. The moment you get yourself into some big drama, Jar is going to pretend that he was never your friend, and he's going to feed you to the fucking wolves. Well, let me start to wind down for everybody real quick. Luke, let me talk to you man to man for a second. Because here's the thing, biggest reason why I wanted to do this video. Me and Luke aren't so different. Me and you aren't so different, Luke. I know what it's like to be shut out by people. I know what it's like to be fucking shitted on by people. I know what it's like to literally be the outcast at every fucking party, every function, everywhere I go. I know how it feels. I get it. I know how it feels to try to get a little bit of clout so you can get some respect by people. I know. But here's where the similarities end. Luke, you're older than me. You're in your fucking 30s. I'm 25. A quarter of a century. And in that quarter of a century, I at least learned to say fuck the past. Is there people that done me dirty? Fuck yes. Is there people I've done dirty? Fuck yes. But the difference is, I don't lay in my bed at the end of the day losing hours of sleep because I'm so frustrated, so angry because someone just fucked me over. Look, this isn't anime. This is real life. I'm gonna teach you something that your dad failed to teach you. I'm gonna teach you something that your mother would never say to you. The people that have done you wrong, listen to me. The things we do can create a butterfly effect. The things we do could affect people and we wouldn't even know about it. The things we do can always come back to bite us. And Luke, the things you have done has definitely come back to bite you. But the only problem in your mind is you feel like you don't deserve it. Well, guess what? You do. For your time on YouTube, you have looked down on people. You've taken that little bit of clout that you did have and you threw it at people and you thought you were better than them because of your unhealed trauma. Well, guess what? Life will always continue. It does not matter. So the decisions you've made, the people you've affected simply because you're pissed off about your past, they get to laugh at you now because this is a reoccurring nightmare. Your time on YouTube is done. You can never escape what you have done simply because you deserve it. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you wake up and realize how miserable your life really is, the better. Because just like I said earlier, Lio can take a hit for this, and everyone in your circle back then and everyone in your circle now can take a hit for this. They've allowed you to pick on people and just run around and do whatever the fuck you wanted to do. But guess what? Life can get you. Karma is real, even if you believe in a god or not. Karma exists. And the one thing about karma is, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter how far you run, it doesn't matter where you hide, it will always collect. And Luke, it collected. For you being a terrible person, for you being a piece of shit boyfriend, a piece of shit friend, and most of all, a piece of shit son. This is your penance. Someone like me telling you this. Everything died on a gold standard. We're on big beliefs now. And Luke, that's what I'm here for. To make you believe.
Alright guys, that's it. That is a wrap. That is the end of the video. It has been a long hassle to get this video made. It has been taking a long time, long months. I've been on and off working on this personal project, doing a lot of research and calling off and all this other rockas, but I am thankful that you guys were able to watch this video. And until next time, and I really do mean this time, until next time, dear crows and viewers,